Chelsea Green blasts, quote, racist bully Tessa Blanchard. We also have an update on WWE's Saudi Arabia plans in 2025, and a WWE commentator makes an in-ring return. It's all in the wrestling news. Hello everyone, it's Jack and Ross back again with our second news video of today, and we're starting off with just getting right into the serious news after an exchange on Twitter between current WWE Women's US Champion Chelsea Green and a Twitter user who kind of challenged her on something, and it's all revealed that there's still bad blood between Tessa Blanchard and Chelsea Green. Tessa Blanchard, of course, recently making her return to TNA Wrestling. Now, I believe some of these tweets have now been deleted and stuff, so we might not be able to see them. Yeah. But we're going to read them out anyway. Sorry for cutting you off all the time.
No, I'm sorry for cutting you off. My goodness me. But it all started when Chelsea Green quote retweeted an article in which she's credited as being an uplifting force in the WWE backstage, saying, "We push each other to do better with gear, storylines, moveset, positivity, but also some of them deserve an ass kicking." A random person then replied, "Maybe the girls who drove Tessa Blanchard to suicidal thoughts out of pettiness and jealousy are the ones who need their ass beat."
Wow, defending Tessa Blanchard there in uncompromising terms. Chelsea Green responded saying, "This is giving me the ick. You thinking defending a racist bully is cool. Someone tell them, lol." Yeah. So yeah, she's standing up for herself there.
And I saw also Diana Perazzo, Matthew of Botchamania's favourite wrestler of all time, of course. She also was proposed a match with Tessa Blanchard by a rando on Twitter, and she was just like, nah. No. So it looks like the bad blood towards Tessa Blanchard is widespread.
Yeah, and this all comes from last year when Chelsea Green responded to a Fightful article about Tessa Blanchard discussing her personal struggles following her release from TNA as a result of these allegations of racism and bullying backstage. And in response to all of that, Chelsea Green tweeted, "I don't wish self-harm or these sort of thoughts on anybody, and I hope that she's found peace. However, a simple 'I am sorry' goes a long way, and we haven't heard that yet. Accountability matters, and a redemption tour of interviews won't erase the actions of an egotistical bully." So that's what all led to this. It's all resurfaced again because Tessa Blanchard's back in CNA.
Yeah, and there's more than one person saying that sort of thing, so yeah, there's no smoke without fire, that old saying, isn't it? So, yeah.
It's not a great look, but I hope everyone's all right.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. Oh, God. Elsewhere now in WWE, we recently learned that Saudi Arabia will be hosting the 2026 Royal Rumble. But Fightful have shared details on WWE's plans in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for 2025. And it seems like we're just getting the one show this year.
Yeah, Fightful say those we've spoken to have thus far only heard one WWE event planned for Saudi Arabia in 2025, with that being an event targeted for June in Jeddah. It's interesting news, of course, because WWE signed that 10-year deal back in 2018, I think it started, if memory serves, and it's since developed into a 2-show per year deal. So this year, it looks like we're getting one show. However, next year, of course, Saudi Arabia is getting the Royal Rumble in January, I would assume.
That counts as 2, maybe. That's where the extra
maybe that's
one's
the second one, so maybe they'll get 3 in 2026. Who knows what might happen?
Who knows? It's going to be very interesting to see what happens with that Royal Rumble in 2026, because for us, very selfishly, for UK fans, it'll be on at a nice time. That'll be nice. But on the other hand, it'll be the first Big 4 pay-per-view to take place in Saudi Arabia, and I don't know how that'll go down. It'll be very interesting to see.
I reckon it's a little tester for a Mania going over there, you know.
John Cena told us, he promised us that Mania would happen in England.
Yeah, he did.
He promised.
But all he was doing there was saying, someone come and buy the rights to host this show in this town, please.
He was.
And nobody did.
This could be the first year since the pandemic where WWE only host one Saudi Arabia show in a calendar year, unless plans change, of course, but it looks like that's pretty set for now, at least anyway. Now, moving on to an ex-WWE star who has won a major indie title, Ross.
Matt Riddle is the new MLW World Heavyweight Champion.
My God.
My goodness me. Who the hell did he beat, Jack?
I didn't know that this man was even in MLW, but he beat Satoshi Kojima to win the championship this weekend at MLW Kings of Colosseum. It was a year ago that Riddle joined MLW and has since been undefeated in singles action for the last 12 months. As champion, his first opponents are set to be a rematch against Kojima and Alex Kane as well in a triple threat at MLW Super Fight. But it's not that simple.
No, it's not that simple, because Kojima suffered further injury post-match, according to the Wrestling Observer, who say Kojima was burned in the face by the pyro after his match with Matt Riddle on last night's MLW show in North Richland Hills, Texas. The pyro was for the celebration of Riddle winning the MLW title. Pyro shot right into his face. He was in a lot of pain. Everyone freaked out, but he was okay. My goodness me, that must have been terrifying.
I'm not laughing at the injury. Like, I swear I'm not laughing.
Are you going to make a burnt bread joke?
No, that's toast. I'm not laughing at the injury. I'm laughing at Meltzer's quote there. Just the way he's said it.
Pyro shot right into his face.
He was in a lot of pain and everyone freaked out. I wouldn't have laughed at that if he hadn't followed that up with, but he was okay. I'm very glad that Kojima's okay. Because everyone freaked out. Oh, I shouldn't have laughed there. I'm so sorry.
That's terrible. That's a man being burned in the face with pyro. Explosive pyro.
That's not the funny part.
And you find that funny?
That's not the funny part. It was
disgusting.
It was the wording. It was the way it was reported there.
Pyro shot right into his face. It says it right there.
I'm so sorry.
The face.
NXT has crowned new number one contenders at recent live events. Now I'm surprised. I'm sad that this didn't happen on TV.
It's the hottest ticket in town, Jack. No matter what event NXT put on, it's the hottest ticket in town. But those who watched last week's NXT will never guess who are the number one contenders for the respective singles titles.
Is that sarcasm there?
Yes, it is sarcasm. Especially for the men's one.
Especially for the men's one. This weekend, NXT held live events in Florida in which top contendership matches for the men's and women's NXT titles were determined in battle royals. On Friday night, Lola Vice won a battle royal to earn a future match against new NXT women's champion Julia. And then the following evening in Jacksonville, Eddie Thorpe won a men's battle royal to become the top contender for Obafemi's newly won NXT championship.
Eddie Thorpe, to be expected. He was involved in that match. Him and Trick Willie had a little bit of back and forth, which led to Obafemi capitalising to get the big powerbomb in for the win. But Lola Vice lost she was on the losing end of a four-way ladies match for the number one contendership for the secondary title, and now she's got herself in there for the big belt.
So Lola Vice here, I think, is in the Kane role. Remember when someone would win the WWE title for the first time, and then their first feud would often be against Kane, because he's a threat, he's a hard man, but not someone you'd necessarily expect to be unbeatable. And I think that's the role that Lola Vice, at least for now, finds herself in.
Can't see Gilly losing the title this soon.
No, I can't even see her losing it for a long time. I don't even think she'll lose it to Stephanie Vakir, her best friend.
Yes, I agree, wholeheartedly so.
Dear. No dates for these title matches have been set, but some are speculating that they could happen at NXT's next PLE, which is Vengeance Day on Saturday, February 15th in Washington, D.C.
Whoa, Valentine's Day's on a Friday night.
Well, party down. And our last story is quite a bizarre one, but also involves a beloved name from NXT. As this weekend at Reality of Wrestling's Battle to the Bell, Booker T, who I believe owns or co-owns the promotion.
Yes.
Booker T made his in-ring return, defeating Zilla Fatu in a match that saw Booker get assistance from multiple Reality of Wrestling names and also TNA's AJ Francis. This is his first win since 2019 and follows a work-shoot storyline between Booker and Zilla that saw Booker seemingly fire him from Reality of Wrestling. I can't find the foot. I don't know where to
I'll try to have a look as well. So one picture of him dressed like he's sort of got the GI Bro get up on. And he's on the ropes with AJ Francis celebrating at the end, but I couldn't see anything. I just hope that Booker T in the match itself stole that move that he really likes Stephanie Vakir does.
But
the knees. Those knees, you know what I mean? If you saw last week's NXT, you'll know what I'm talking about, because the noises he made with those knees were fantastic.
He made some odd noises on comedy when those knees were happening.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to see just how he is, because you know how I do, like we often in this job go back and watch old shows for various different videos and stuff like that. And whenever I've gone back and encountered Booker T in his prime, I'm always reminded, like, oh, he was really good. He was very, very good. And I'd be interested to see, obviously, there'd be some sort of disguising his age and all that sort of stuff, smoke and mirrors and stuff, but I'd be interested to see how good he still is.
Was it last year's Rumble he was in, or the year before? It was one of the last two Rumbles he was in. He looked like he hadn't lost a step.
Oh.
You would think it was 2003, watched him do that spinneroonie in that Rumble. Was it last year or the year before? I can't remember.
I can't remember either. I want to see him have an NXT match. That's what I want to see.
Oh yeah, him and Vic.
Him versus Vic. Not teaming with Vic.
No, versus Vic. They hate each other.
Yeah,
Corey Graves referee.
He would decimate him. Thank you very much for watching this news video. There's also one earlier out today on the channel as well. And leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. Ross, you are doing Hold and Give tomorrow.
4 p.m. GMT we are currently, yes, on the Hold and Give YouTube channel, streaming some FIFA-licious with Sunderland. Putting the difficulty down because last week I had a breakdown.
And I'll be doing Twitch with Owen every Wednesday from 6 p.m. UK time as well. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you very soon.